Well, folks, it looks like the SJW crowd in Germany has gotten a little saucy. Oh, yeah. Have you seen the latest? You've got these SJWs in Germany that are pressuring the Knorr food company to change the name of their popular Zigeuner sauce or gypsy sauce. Now, this is a spicy red sauce made with onion, paprika, that sort of thing. And these SJWs are claiming that the word Zigeuner was used as a racial slur against the gypsy population in Germany back in the day. Now, folks, this is absolutely absurd. Absolutely absurd. Because I don't remember seeing these SJWs 100 years ago demanding that we change the names of sauces or take these pancake mixes from the shelves. Do you? Hey everybody, Voice of the Composer, welcome back to my channel. It is Friday afternoon. How's everybody doing out there? Hope you're having a good time. And no, we're not going to be politically correct on this channel. You're not going to find any pretty boy camera angles or perfectly shot videos. That's not the point of the channel, because it's the message that's most important. But if you love great music, you love discovering lesser known pieces of music, you want to celebrate our way of life as Americans, preserve our history, our culture, celebrate life. If you feel like sporting the American, Bonnie Blue, or Confederate flag, you can do that on this channel, and I will not condemn you for it. By the way, you like the video or the series, please click that like button, subscribe. Hit me up on Instagram at hashtag JasonComposes, or you can leave comments below. Now, if you people in Germany are going to start demanding that we change the name of this Zigeuner sauce to be more culturally sensitive to the gypsy population in Germany, then maybe we should demand that the song by Cher, Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves, be taken off the air. Taken from the shelves in record stores. Not be available for download. Because by having the word gypsies in the song Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves, isn't that giving a negative connotation to the gypsy population, no matter where they live? Yeah, I think so. So let's demand that Cher's song Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves be taken off the air and taken off the shelves. How do you like that? Now, folks, a little history about the gypsy population in Germany. We know that they migrated to Germany around the 15th century, and for a long time they were known as travelers, wanderers, hence the phrase wandering gypsy. They were known to tell people's fortunes and even rob people blind while telling them their fortunes. And the situation got so bad at the latter part of the 19th century, early part of the 20th century, that these criminal registries were created to keep track of these people. Hey, SJWs, it's no different than what happened in East London during the Victorian period, which actually was around the same time period. Open up a history book. Open up a textbook. You might be surprised by what you learn, SJWs. Now, East London is where the poorest of the poor lived. We're talking the poor white population. It was so bad, people were starving, poor sanitation, a lot of disease, and those who were really hard up on their luck, they would end up in workhouses. And they'd serve these people in these workhouses one meal a day, which was known as gruel, this awful soupy mix. It's just gross. I talked about this on a previous video. But yes, that happened to white people in East London during the Victorian period. So once again, open up a textbook or history book, SJWs, because you actually might learn something. You have to understand, back then, life was based on more of a class system. So the poor English, the Irish, the Scottish, the African American community, the gypsies, they were all lumped into the same social and economic class. That's just the way life was back then. Life was hard. Which tears a hole through this whole concept that white supremacy is what made America America, or that we have the existence of white supremacy. Hey, look, SJWs, I own a Confederate flag, an American flag, a Bonnie Blue flag, and I can guarantee you something. For the 99.9% of us who own those flags, who love this country, we will kick the ass of any white supremacist that comes into our neighborhood. Thought you might like to know that. Just thought you might like to know that. And did you know, SJWs, that during the time of King Louis XIV, trying to drive this point home further, that during the time of Louis XIV, people were starving in France. In fact, because of the aristocracy, there were diseases that were found in the water. They were killing people or killing the population in France because of the extravagant lifestyle at Versailles. And Versailles, by the way, was known as the dirtiest, smelliest palace in all of Europe. It was a pigsty. So, giving you a little history lesson, a little perspective. Oh, and before I forget, I've got to thank everybody out there that's been supporting the series or subscribing, because yesterday I took a look at my YouTube analytics, and that's where you go to find out how your videos are doing. And I saw that I have a very high retention rate on these videos, and that just means how long somebody's actually watched the video before they tune out. So I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for supporting the series, and I was really surprised to see the number of views and the watch time on my George Floyd perspective video. Go check that out if you haven't seen that yet. But I am deeply humbled by that, and I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, because without you guys, I wouldn't be here. And many of you know this is a new thing for me. Look, I don't have all the fancy equipment that other YouTubers have, and I'm not jealous of that. I want us to have a lot of fun on this channel. And I thought, well, why don't I just start this channel with the things that I have, which are my smartphone, my voice, you, the audience, this crazy idea about talking about writing music, celebrating great music, great art, and now with everything going on in the country, including commentary about the state of our country and how we need to preserve our culture so that we don't end up like Shostakovich in Russia or the authors and poets in Cuba. And I've talked about that on a previous video. So, in hopes that I don't wax poetic here, I just want to thank you again for supporting this series, being a part of this thing we call Voice of the Composer. It means the world to me. It really does. And like I said, I just wouldn't be here without you guys. So thank you again, and tell your friends about the series, because we want to preserve our culture as Americans, our society, all this great music. My voice is going today too, by the way. I've been trying to do this video. My voice is just shot, completely shot. But a few weeks ago, I ordered a copy of Julius Grimm's Symphony in D minor. And I've been talking about this on a couple of videos. And I'm going to do a video soon showing you the actual score. Now, it's over 200 pages long, so there's no way I'm going to go through every single page on my next video or what have you. But we'll just kind of skim through the score so you can see how these pieces of music are put together. And you'll gain a new appreciation for the music that you listen to. See what goes into creating music. And imagine if somebody had burned this score, Julius Grimm's Symphony in D minor, or destroyed it. We would have no knowledge that this piece even existed or that it was written. And it will be a living, breathing example when I show you this piece of why you don't want to be tearing down all these monuments, tearing down these flags, burning it to the ground. So if you enjoyed the video, once again, please click that like button, subscribe, hit me up on Instagram at #JasonComposes, or you can leave comments below. And I've mentioned this guy's channel before, but go check out Bomb Capital's channel, because he's got the only known quote-unquote performance of Julius Grimm's Symphony in D minor. It's actually a MIDI file, because there is no known performance by an orchestra anywhere of this piece. So we have to rally around and get this piece performed live in the concert hall here on YouTube. That would be awesome, totally awesome. And once you see the score, you'll understand why I am so hell-bent on getting this piece performed. So once again, thank you for being with me. Voice of the Composer saying peace out. I'll catch you next time. Stay safe, everybody, and God bless this great country.